Hello, guys. Welcome you all to the Insights into Money podcast. Let's start today's discussion, folks, on the topic, how to use AI to automate your side hustle in 2026. I was thinking about this, and the landscape of side hustles has undergone just a massive shift this year alone.
Oh, absolutely. It's practically unrecognizable from even a year ago.
Right. I mean, we are no longer just talking about, logging into ChatGPT to write a quick blog post. We are diving into a comprehensive end-to-end strategy to actually scale a secondary income stream. So for anyone listening, your mission today is to rethink how you operate.
Yeah, because the fundamental shift we're seeing is this move from manual task execution, which is the old way of doing things, to what we call agentic automation.
Okay, agentic automation. Okay, unpack that for us.
Sure. So in the past, automation meant setting up very rigid, linear if-then rules. If an email comes in, then save the attachment. It was very basic. But today, agentic AI models, they don't just follow a strict script. They independently reason, they plan out their actions, and they execute multi-step workflows on their own.
I like to think of it like this. The old automation was basically a train on a fixed track. It's fast, sure, but it only goes exactly where the rails go.
Right, and if there's an obstacle, the train just stops.
Exactly. But agentic AI is more like an autonomous off-road vehicle. You give it the destination, and it figures out how to navigate the terrain to get you there, even if the path changes.
That is a brilliant analogy, but, to use these autonomous vehicles safely, you can't just fall asleep at the wheel.
Which brings us to the core philosophy for any 2026 side hustle, which is the human-in-the-loop strategy. This is a massive shift in mindset. To succeed, you have to partner with AI instead of, competing against it.
Exactly, you are not letting it run wild. We use this concept called scaffolding. So AI is incredibly powerful for handling all the initial heavy lifting. It can conduct the deep research, generate those messy first drafts, summarize huge chunks of data, and create your outlines.
So it builds the scaffold for the project.
Exactly. But the final product, the thing you are actually charging money for, that must include your original expertise. It has to have your strategic judgment and your personal voice.
But wait, let me play devil's advocate here for a second. Why can't I just build a fully automated content farm? Like, why not let the AI do 100% of the work while I just sit back and collect the checks?
I mean, it's tempting, but it's a huge mistake. If you do that, you're just selling commodity output. You're selling basic, unedited blog posts. Businesses are not going to pay a premium for generic AI slop that they could just generate themselves for free.
AI slop. Yeah, no one wants to buy that.
Right. You sell what the AI cannot do, which is nuance, taste, and your specific lived experience.
So, okay, since businesses won't pay for generic AI outputs, what will they actually pay for? And this is the part I get really excited about, because they will pay for highly specific tools that solve their niche problems.
Oh, totally. And the barrier to entry has completely vanished.
Yeah, because you no longer need to be a software engineer to build sellable tech products. Thanks to no-code AI tools, you can build custom GPT bots or microsauce applications just by describing what you want in plain English.
Yeah, and you can tailor these tools to incredibly specific niche audiences. For instance, you could build an AI-powered email drafter explicitly designed for real estate agents to handle their buyer follow-ups.
This is a huge pain point for them.
Exactly. Or, an automated workout planner tailored specifically for fitness coaches.
And what's great for the listener is you can charge premium one-off fees or monthly subscriptions for these Microsoft products. You're essentially just renting out an AI assistant that you customized for a highly specific industry.
That's exactly what you're doing. It's a fantastic business model.
Okay, but what if your side hustle is selling actual products instead of software? Like, say you run an online store or a print-on-demand shop, or you're selling digital templates. The operational load can quickly lead to major burnout.
Oh, for sure. But AI has basically evolved to become an autonomous operations manager for your store. We can divide the e-commerce AI advantage into two main buckets. The first one is inventory and fulfillment.
Right, because AI isn't just looking at what sold last month anymore.
No, it's way smarter than that now. It analyzes seasonal trends, localized data, even weather patterns to predict demand. For example, there was this case where an AI system automatically adjusted stock levels to order waterproof jackets 3 weeks before a wet season was predicted to hit a specific region.
Wow. So it knew it was going to rain weeks in advance and ordered the jackets.
Exactly, and it prevented stockouts completely without any human intervention.
That is just wild. Okay, so what's the second bucket for e-commerce?
The second bucket is cataloging and support. AI can instantly write fully SEO-optimized product descriptions, and it can auto-tag thousands of SKUs across multiple platforms literally overnight.
Which saves days of boring spreadsheet work.
Yeah, and on top of that, AI chatbots can now handle over 70% of routine customer service queries instantly, and they do it in multiple languages with deep context about the customer's entire order history.
That is huge for preventing burnout. But let's pivot for a second. What if you're running a freelance consulting or agency side hustle? Your biggest bottleneck isn't inventory. It's getting clients.
And here, the game has completely changed. I mean, completely. There's this counterintuitive truth for 2026. The biggest AI advantage in lead generation is not volume, it's speed.
Yes, the numbers on this are just astonishing. Agencies and freelancers who use AI to draft responses and manually hit send within 10 minutes see reply rates of 8 to 24%.
Which is massive.
There really is. Because if you wait a few hours to reply, your success rate plummets to just 1 to 3%. 10 minutes is the magic window.
It's all about catching the client while they're still at their desk thinking about the problem. So the workflow here is that you set up AI tools to autonomously monitor job boards or client inquiries. The AI scores them for relevance to make sure it's a good fit, and then it immediately drafts a highly specific, personalized proposal.
But, and this is a crucial warning for everyone listening, you have to remember the human-in-the-loop rule. You must manually review that proposal and hit send yourself.
Yes, please do not skip that step. Fully automated bots that submit proposals without a human click will get your account permanently banned on all the major freelance platforms. They monitor for that heavily.
Right, they will catch you. And speaking of getting banned, if your side hustle relies on platforms like YouTube or Amazon, the rules around AI have gotten incredibly strict this year.
They really have. Platforms are heavily penalizing that low-effort AI slop we mentioned earlier. Your automated content absolutely must pass high quality and transparency standards to survive.
Let's break that down by platform. What's going on with YouTube?
So with YouTube, entirely faceless videos with generic stock clips and robotic voices are facing severe reach penalties. We're talking up to a 5 times drop in traffic and total demonetization.
Wow, so that old fully automated model is just dead.
Pretty much. Instead, you should use AI to drastically cut your editing times, generate thumbnail concepts, and analyze viral trends. But your original storytelling has to remain the star of the show.
The human element has to lead. And it's similar for self-publishing, right? On Amazon KDP, if you use AI to write books, you have to use a 2-pass method.
Exactly. So first, the AI generates the plot and the structure. It gives you the bones. Second, a human has to do a pass to rewrite the text to match your specific voice.
And there's a critical detail here that is totally non-negotiable. You are strictly required to disclose the use of AI in your KDP dashboard. Do not lie about this.
Yeah, people worry about checking that box, but readers won't see a giant warning label on the store page. It really doesn't hurt your sales. But trying to hide it from Amazon, that will result in your account getting permanently suspended.
So just be honest and do the actual editing work.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we've talked about lead generation, e-commerce, content, bots, but how do you tie all these disparate tools together? Because you don't want to be manually managing 10 different AI apps.
No, you just be a full-time administrator for your AI.
Exactly. The ultimate goal is building an automated central nervous system that connects all your tools. This is the true wealth engine of a 2026 side hustle.
It really is, and there are 3 main orchestration platforms you should utilize, depending on your technical comfort level.
Okay, let's start with the most popular one, Zapier.
Yeah, so Zapier is best for non-technical founders. It provides rapid, code-free automation for linear tasks, so something simple, like moving new leads into a CRM and drafting a welcome email.
Very straightforward. But what if I need something a bit more complex, like conditional paths? That's where Make comes in, right? M-A-K-E.
Exactly. Make is ideal for visual thinkers who need highly complex workflows with conditional branching. So, if the client says X, do Y, but if they say Z, do A. And it handles specific error handling beautifully.
I love Make for the visual layout. But let's say you're a technically inclined entrepreneur. You want complete control. Then you go with N8N, right? N8N.
Spot on. N8N is the top choice for technical builders. It offers an open source, self-hosted platform, which means you get complete data control, code-level customization, and your costs stay completely fixed as you scale.
That is so powerful. Having that central nervous system running smoothly is just a game changer.
It is, but I want to leave everyone with a final thought to mull over here. As you build these AI agents to prospect for clients and handle your operations, remember that by 2027, your clients might be using their own AI agents to screen and hire freelancers.
Oh man, that is entirely possible.
Yeah, we are rapidly approaching an economy of agent-to-agent commerce. So the real question is, are your digital workers ready to negotiate with other digital workers?
What a wild concept to think about. This was it on today's topic, guys. Kindly subscribe and follow us for more such insights on various discussions on money. And also do not forget to join our social media community to stay in touch and get updated.